Hi! In this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to create a captivating atmosphere in a drawing. So when I first started doing still lives, I kind of groaned at the idea of it because I was like, oh, that's so boring. But it's untrue. You can add so much character to an image through atmosphere and the details. So in arranging the still life reference that I'm using, this is actually my room in college. I made sure that I had a strong sense of light and I understood what colors I want to take primary. I wanted it to look very warm, inviting, comfortable to live in, and so that's why I chose for it to take on a relatively more warm hue, and that's why I'm using a lot of yellows. But just because an image is warm doesn't mean I'm not using cool colors as well. I cover that in my last video, and it's just really so that things can pop up, stand against each other, stand out, look interesting, and be dynamic. So to add personality to the room, you can see that I'm adding a lot of little objects because they kind of share some of the more intimate details of a person inhabiting this space. So the imperfect sticky notes, things on the wall, the pictures on the wall, the pictures on the table, the laptop, the mug, the little personal items that are arranged on the desk, those kind of show the audience something interesting about whoever you're depicting in the space. And so in this way, your space comes to life. And it's just so much more interesting to look at. It's almost like a dollhouse. So you really need to embrace some of those imperfect little moments because they just add the personality to the image. So because this desk and the chair are in the center and I want to force my viewers' attention towards that, I'm going to be adding a little bit more definition and detail to it so that it draws the viewer's eyes in that direction. So now that I have a lot of objects on the desk, I want to make sure that they're sitting properly on the table. And I do this by adding weight to the bottom of the object by making it slightly darker. And I want to make sure that the table looks kind of shiny, like a shinier sort of wood. And so I'm going to use colors to reflect the object on the desk onto that desk. And I want to make sure it's subtle so that it doesn't distract from the whole image, but it's clear what material the table would be made out of. So because the things in the window are so far back into the image, I'm going to use less detail. I'm just going to block them in kind of generally and then add enough detail so that you know that there's a world outside of this confined room, this framed space. So I'm just going to wrap everything all up by using lower opacity, adding some more of that light source onto the objects on the desk as well as the reflectiveness of the mirror. And then I'm going to pop on a warm light filter just to brighten the atmosphere and add a kind of an orange, welcoming, homey tinge to it. And then there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it down below and I'll do my best to answer.